Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the CSITEd Experts Data Science A to G Programming Bootcamp. In one of my previous videos, I discussed how to do some basic and useful statistical calculations with Python using Anaconda, Spyder, like on these videos. I discuss how to calculate mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and variance. So in addition to those, in this short video I will discuss, actually I will just start up about data visualization with Python. Actually data visualization is a very large topic, and it has a lot of use in data science. So data visualization means how do you represent your result, test result, and your data. So just if you do a Google search, and if you do a Google search about data visualization in Python, and you will see that there are tons of uh, web resources about data visualization. So if you open some of these, then you will see there are many type of data visualization. This is a data visualization, and you will see a lot. This is a Python's program effect. So data visualization is a broad topic. So in this program, in this video, I will just give you a startup, is a heads up how you will start learning about data visualization. Actually it is a very useful topic. So if you go here, and you will see that there are a lot of thing about data visualization, but mainly I will tell you, I will show you that in Anaconda there are some libraries that are widely used in order to do data visualization. For instance, the matplot library is pyplot library is mainly used for data visualization. And also you know that we need, in order to get data from a data file, we need to use pandas, and we also need numpys for some data visualization and corresponding operations. So if you open this program from my projects data visualization folder, you will see that, okay, so you will see this code. I think by this time you should be familiar with these codes, so I'm not going to explain this. But for instance, let me run this code. Let me run the import the libraries, and let me import the data set, and let me get my experience and salary vectors. Okay, so this is my experience and salary vectors. I got this. And okay, so now I have my experience and salary vectors. Let me show you my experience and my salary vectors. You remember that a vector has one column, single column. Okay, so now if I want to do plot, so this is plt, plt dot plot is Python pyplot. Pyplot actually is pronounced as pyplot or pplot or pyplot. Actually the pyplot has the plot method. If you inspect this by pressing Ctrl plus I, I wish I would get some help, or you can do Google search about this. You see that the plot method, it plots. Let me run it and I will show you my output over here. You see the output. So on this plot, and the experience is going to my horizontal axis, and column is okay, and its color is going to is blue. So horizontal axis color is blue, and okay, since experience is 0 to 10 or something like this, so this is very short actually, and then on salary column is going through y-axis and it is red, and then after so blue and red are the color. I can give this within a string like this. Okay, so this will work, and this is the plt dot title. The title shows what title I want to give. This is my title, whatever title I want to give for my date, for my visualized format. This is one, and plt dot x-axis is the label that I want to put through x-axis. This is my label, and y label is my this label. This is my y label, salary dollar per year. And if I at the last, this is the command I need to give, plt dot show, then it will show my my plot. And I can give another thing, plt dot grid. Maybe the grid method, you can use the grid method, then it will show the grid lines. Okay, the grid lines is showing there over here. Okay, so this is for the this is for experience by salary. We say the experience is through x-axis, and through y-axis is salary. Okay, so likely I can compute histogram of experience, so that plt has histogram method. Okay, so then hist, and then I'm giving experience and number of beans, in how many beans you want to display in your data. So if you understand, if you know about histogram, then you should know that how many beans. So I have 10 beans over here. That means this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, and 10th bean. So let me put grid, so it will be easy for me to explain. If I put grid, so the grid, you see that this is my histogram. This is for my about my experience. So by looking this histogram, what do I see? That most of the people have experience between 4 and 5 years, and the second most people have maybe 9 to 10 years experience, or 8 to 10 years, 9 to 10 years of experience. Okay, and these are bin numbers. If I change my bin number from 10 to 20, then what I will get, you see that I'm getting more classified. So then at this case, I see that my bin number for this bin, there are the most people, employees have this experience with this between 8 and 9. This will be from 8 and 9. Okay, so and if you make it very fewer beans, or like 5 beans, then you will get more narrow data. So instead of this, if you get maybe 50 beans, then you will get more expanded. You see that more expanded your bars. So that how many beans you will use, that depends on your problem set and your purpose. Okay, so please practice this, and in my folder, data visualization folder, actually if I go to my data visualization folder, right, data visualization folder, that you see that I have also dummy Titanic data. So if you open this Titanic data set, and you will get, for the Titanic data set, you will get 8 columns, and 2436 rows and 8 columns. This is a very large data set, and let's do some practice, please. So you extract this data from data as a data matrix, and a data matrix or also data vectors, and you can visualize. For instance, here I have shown briefly that how do I visualize gender, male female versus age in year. Okay, let me, this is the plot that plt.grid. If I use grid method, then it will show grids. Okay, and this is the histogram for what? For gender. So gender has only two genders, right? So male and females, right? So male and female. So we, by giving more, like 10 beans would not help. By giving 10 more beans would not help a lot, because okay, so how many beans you will use in your histogram, that depends on your data set. Okay, now, so please practice this, please practice this, practice to visualize some learning visualization, and I will show you how to actually, this is my another data set that I discussed earlier, that how do we create our random data set by using Gaussian normal method. So we discussed this Gaussian normal method, that is very useful, and the basic, this is the Gaussian probability distribution formula. So this formula is used widely in data science and statistical operations. So here in this program of code, so if you do some analysis, so this is just making a normal distributed chart I want to describe. So my mean is 0.5 and standard deviation is 0.1. So I'm creating my data set as a np dot randomly generated normalized method, that using this mean 1.5 and standard deviation, mean is 0.5 and standard deviation is 0.1, and size 1000. I will show you what do I mean by 1000. That it means it will make my data set size 1000, and I'm creating an histogram, okay, with 100 beans, and this is my plotting. Okay, and then in addition to this, I want to, okay, I will show that later. If I run this method, you see this is my plot, right? This is the red line is here, actually the red line is here, color red. This is my actually the normal line. So if I can give it blue, and then let me give plt.grid method, and let me run it, and you see that better way. Maybe red was better. So please make some changes here in your data set, and data set size and size in your beans. So then you will see different your different type of visualization chart, and do some practice. And this is another normal distribution program that I got it from online, so you can practice it. That will to plt.show, that plt.grid. I want to also grid method over here. This program is almost similar to the previous one, but it has used as a method, it is declared as a method these codes within a method, like these codes. This is here within a program, these codes are within a program, but this is here, all of these codes are within a method. It's called distribution card. Okay, and then it is calling the distribution card. Okay, so but here, of course, if you know high level programming in Python, then this should be your job at this time. You can practice this. But if you are new in Python and if you do not understand more about how to declare class in Python and how to declare method, and then maybe this is not a good time for you to do practice. But when you learn class, methods, object, and all other things in in object oriented basic concept, then this will be a good thing for you to practice with. Okay, if I run this, then I will see this is my Gaussian distribution chart. Okay, so now I'm giving you a homework to try yourself, like, or fix yourself. For instance, here, okay, so that previously we discussed that how do we initialize a randomly generated data set with all zeros. Here my random data set will be initialized, random data set will be initialized all zeros, right? Initially all zeros. Then if I put assign this the first column, okay, as height, and second column as weight, and then if I assign my height and weight with this normal distributed, randomly generated normal distributed methods. Okay, so we discussed this in our previous programs. Okay, actually this I need to run from this. Then you will get your data, and then let me plt dot grid method over here to show grid. I want to use grid over here. Okay, so you have your we have our auto generated weight and height, right? So if I print my weight and height over here, then I can print weight and height over here. But you know that if we generate this code, since these codes are auto generated, so every time you run your code, your weight and height will be different. You see that? Remember, please give attention here, that every time we run this program, we will get a different data set, right? So every time we run this code, we will get a different this is plot. We will get a different plot. You see that every time we run, we will get a randomly generated plot. Every time if you select this code and press Ctrl+I, every time if you execute this code, you will get some randomly generated your plot. Similarly, if you go, okay, and if you run your histogram, right, here is histogram, plt.hist, then you will see your histogram different. Every time you will get your different histogram. Okay, so although these visualizations do not look good, these charts do not look good, but this will be a start of for you to learn about data visualization with Python, because data visualization is one of the important topic in data science and data representation. Okay, so even for instance, I will show you, if you do a Google search about gradient descent in Python or gradient descent visualization, then you will see some nice gradient descent visualization chart. So but in order to understand those, you need to learn, actually you need to learn something. This is a gradient descent, is nice chart, right? It looks a three-dimensional chart. So later, actually not at this point, later you will learn how to develop this kind of chart with Python. So but I believe this will be your startup for learning data visualization with Python, Anaconda, Spyder. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video.